Hey folks, welcome to the MasterThatRiff lesson. Today I'm going to show you to play Damn Good by David Lee Roth, which of course is Mr. Steve Vai on guitar off the Skyscraper album. And the reason I was doing that is I just recently got this 12 string, this Ibanez 12 string for an upcoming session, so I thought, what's a really cool kind of 12 string riff? And I thought, damn good, why not? So, the actual recording has got loads of different guitars on it. I think it's got about 7 guitar tracks on it. So there's 6 string guitars and 12 string guitars. It's like a choral sitar, electric guitar. So it's this kind of big, dense kind of mix. So you don't have to have a 12 string to play it. You can easily play it on a 6 string acoustic as well. Tuning wise though, I'm in standard tuning, but I've got drop D here as well. So I've got that D, A, D, G, B, and then E at the top. And the start of the riff is basically a kind of 4-bar kind of riff. It's like a 2-bar riff, basically. It's repeated 4 times, and it starts with this. So you've got this little lead in, and what I'm going to be doing here is playing that open D string and then hammering to 5/7 on that D string. So you may want to, you could do 1st and 3rd finger. I typically use 1st and 4th, just so I can reach. And once you've done that, I then play 5th fret of the A string. Yeah, so that's kind of like the little kind of lead to that root note there. Then what we're going to do is play this lovely chord here. So it's kind of like an A minor 7 with the D in the bass, or you can think of it like a D 11 type thing. But I'm playing that open D string, then I play the open A string, and then what I'm playing here is 2nd fret that D string with the middle finger, open G string, my 1st finger's on 1st fret of the B string, and then I've got the E string on the top. Then what you're just going to do is slide this shape up. So we slide the note on the 2nd fret of that D string up to 4. So pick it and slide up to the 4th fret there. Yeah, so you get this kind of this lovely airy kind of add 9, 11 type chord. And then what I'm going to do is arpeggiate, basically play the open G, and my 1st finger is now on that 3rd fret of the B string. So I play the B string, E string, B string, and then G string again, and then jump up to play the high E string. Now picking wise, what I tend to do is I do that down, down, yeah, down, down, up, up, up. You could use alternate picking there if you wanted, so down, up, down, up, down, and up in that one there. But because everything's ringing together, you have to let all these kind of chords ring out. You might find it a bit smoother to do that kind of like economy picking or very slow strum kind of feel. Then once we've done that, we play basically the D, G and B strings, but the G string is going to be muted with the underside of the middle finger here. So I've got that 4 in the D string, 3 in the B string, and I slide back to where we came from. So I'm sliding to the 2nd fret of the D and the 1st fret of the B there. And then I play kind of an upstroke on that 1st fret of the B string there. So rhythmically it's more kind of it's almost like a strum. Yeah, but you just hear that kind of note on the B string. So that slowly sounds like this. Yeah. Then we lead into that again with our little hammer on. Everything's exactly the same. But when I slide back now, I just slide back and don't hit that B string with an upstroke, just let it kind of ring. And that's kind of your 4 bars. So a little bit more up to speed, sounds like this. Yeah. So as I said, that's 4 bars. Play it twice for 8 bars. After that, we go into this new little section. So we've just done a. Now I'm going to play this chord. Yeah. So what I'm playing here is basically 5th fret of the D string. I use my 3rd finger, and I've got 5th fret of the G string with my 4th finger. Then I've got 3rd fret of the B string with the 1st finger, and then open E string. It's like an A minor 11 chord. And when you play that, and I should have mentioned this when I was playing the kind of D11 chord, you rake down when you strum the chords. It's more like a harp effect rather than a kind of strum. Then what we do is arpeggiate the top 3 strings. So play the open E, then the B string, then the G string. And the rhythm there is kind of like 2/16 and an 8, so it's like a da 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 da. Then what I'm going to do is play a C in the bass. So I move my first finger to get that C, but to keep the same chord shape, it means now I need to use my middle finger to get the 3rd fret of that B string. And that's quite an awkward little kind of change. Yeah. So watch out for that. So the way I kind of angle my hand is so I can reach back with that middle finger to get to the 3rd fret there. Yeah. And so you've got that C in the bass, you strum the chord again. And the rhythm now of the arpeggiated bit is kind of, so it's more like in a group of 4, 1 E and then 2 8th notes on the 3 and the 5 on the B and G strings. Yeah. After that, and then go to this chord here, and an F sus2. So I'm playing 3rd fret that low D string with the middle finger, playing 3rd fret the D string with my 3rd finger. And then my first finger is playing that B string at the 1st fret. And I've got an open G there as well. Yeah. Then when I've got that shape, I'm going to play this little melody in the top, where I play my pinky in the 3rd fret of the high E string, to the open E string. Then I pick the B string, which has got the 1st fret fretted of course, then open G string, and then open E, and then B string. Yeah. So it's the same rhythm as that, just played here, you know. Then I'm going to play open D string, play these really kind of Zappa-esque kind of chords up here. So what I'm playing here is that low D, and I'm going to play the C major 7 chord. So it's my little C triad, major 7 in the top. So I'm 10th fret the D, 9th fret the G string, 8th fret the B. And my first finger is at the high E string 7th fret. And the rhythm here is kind of like a dotted 8th, and then a 16th, and you get a rest there. Then I'm going to play a D chord like this. So I'm playing 7th fret of that D, G and B strings there for that little D triad. I've got an A in the top, so my first finger's at the 5th fret of that high E string. Yeah, so that goes. I kind of do that with 2 downstrokes there. Then we repeat all that, so we go back to our the F sus2, and then we have the classic little bit of kind of flash at the end here. So what we're going to do here is this idea of moving a bass note and then playing natural harmonics. So what he starts off with is he slides 9 to 10 on the A string here. And then you're going to strum backwards at the 12th fret with natural harmonics, so it's a kind of rake backwards. Now I use my 4th finger to lightly rest across the 12th fret, yeah, to get the notes ringing out. Keep that first finger on though. Then what he's going to do is slide with the 3rd finger 12 to 9 on that A string. And then what I'm doing is I'm using the underside of my first finger here to play the harmonic note at the 7th fret on the D, G, B and E strings. So the thing that's awkward about that one, you might find it easier to play the harmonics at the 12th fret with the pinky because it's lightly touching. You have to make sure that you're not pressing down and you've got that finger lined up to hit the harmonics on the top. Yeah. Then what he's going to do is he's going to slide with that 3rd finger 7 to 5, or sorry 9 to 7 in the A string, and then play 5th fret of the A string there. And then I've got my 4th finger again to rake back a 7th fret harmonic on the kind of high E string to the D string, like that. Yeah, so that kind of goes. Yeah, that's the rhythm of it there. Then what I'm going to do is slide 7 to 5 on that A string to 3rd fret, that C on the A string, and I'm going to downstroke with my 4th finger resting across the 5th fret harmonic note now in the D, G, B and E strings, like that. So that bit kind of goes, and then the riff would start again. Yeah. So that little bit, that ending bit slowly kind of sounds like this. So that's it. That's the riff to Damn Good. That's basically a great example of Vai's kind of layering of kind of guitar tracks. I think he recorded like the 12 string at half speed and did things in backwards and flipped the tape round and did all that sort of stuff. So that's why it has this big kind of immense rich kind of sound. But as I said, you don't need to have a 12 string to play it. You can easily play that on a 6 string. Okay, so hope you enjoy that, guys. If you want access to the animated tab, the sound slice tab for this, please come over to the Massive Guitar Patreon group. You'll get access to that there, plus the guitar profile, and maybe a little bit of how I came up with the kind of sound for this recording, even though it's kind of acoustic. I'm plugged in through the Helix here. You can also get access to loads of backing tracks and previous lesson materials from Master That Solo and Master That Gear and all that sort of stuff. You can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook and Twitter as well if you're on those platforms and you want to keep up to date with what I'm doing with stuff on there. And of course, if this is your first time here, you like what you see, you want to see more stuff, please hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell, and hopefully you'll be kept up to date when I upload a video. So thanks for watching, guys. Have fun with that. I'll see you soon.